Dr. J. Alexander Hours. This series of videos is based on things to say to your parents. In our first scenario, we're going to cover what to say to your father should he decide to leave the family for a girlfriend that he had 20 years ago. Again, in this scenario, we're going to assume that all the children involved are over 17 years old and are actually able to understand the fact that their father and their mother may need to be apart. The problem comes when the parent in question, the father, decides that he's just going to pack up his stuff and exit the domicile. Now this is sans saying goodbye to any of the children. Just pack up and go. For a 17, 18, 19-year-old child, that's not really appropriate. At this age, children need to have some type of control over their lives. They need to understand what's going on and why it's going on. The proper response for the father in this case would be to, yes, pack up his stuff, but also prior to exiting the domicile, to sit down with his children and say to them, son, daughter, Dad's got to go. I love you. This is not your fault, but Dad has got to go. It's completely inappropriate to just exit the home without at least saying goodbye and I love you. Now, what would be the proper response for the children in this case? Well, a mature child, or a child that understands that mom and dad have been married a long time and they're just not getting along, a mature child may say to his father, Dad, I understand why you have left. I don't necessarily like it. I don't necessarily support it. However, I do understand why you have left. The child then may say, but what I don't understand, Dad, is why did you leave without saying goodbye? The father in this case may just look crazy, such as, or the father may say something like, son, I don't know. In which case it's completely appropriate for the child in question to say, you know, Dad, I appreciate the fact that you had to go. I appreciate the fact that you and Mom, again, are not getting along. I don't appreciate the fact that you did not say goodbye. Therefore, Dad, I would say to you in the future, you need to take my needs into consideration prior to taking your own needs into consideration. You need to say to me, make an effort, reach out, and say, son, I have to go, I love you, I will call you later. And you know, Dad, if you're not able to say that, then what I will say to you is, fine, bitch nigga, don't talk to me anymore. This is Dr. J. Alexander Hours with things to say to your parents. Good evening.